Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Revolting review. So, it continues now. In this one I review Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. So this is the third installment in the Hellraiser franchise that is directed by Anthony Hickox, and it stars Terry Ferrell, Paul Marshall, Kevin Bernhard, Peter Boynton and Doug Bradley as Pinhead. So in this one, how the second film ended, the pillar from the first Hellraiser is bought by this guy named Monroe who owns this club called the Boiler Room, and and then he accidentally summons Pinhead, bringing him back, and just like the skinless people and that they come back from the pit, the Cenobites realm, he needs fresh blood to feed and get strong again, which eventually he does. And then we got a new final girl in this. Excuse me a moment. It needs to be on silent. Yes. A new final girl who is a detective, Terry, played by not Terry. That's it, Joanna or Joey, who must stop Pinhead and his new army of Cenobites that he converts in the nightclub, and along the way she does stop the Cenobites and takes the puzzle box, the lament configuration, and gets it cemented under a foundation of where a skyscraper will be built, and it's like a seed. It grows into a massive building that's like a tree. Also, she seeks the help of Captain Elliot Spencer, Pinhead's former human self, which is still in there, and becomes he sacrifices his humanity to stop Pinhead. So let's get on to my likes and dislikes about this one. First of all, I liked it. I thought it had a killer soundtrack, especially from Motorhead with that song Hellraiser. I also thought Pinhead this time, got more development. He was featured as like a proper antagonist this time, because in the first two he was merely like the priest or the leader of the Cenobites, just like punishing those who dare summoned him, and in this he looked more like the villain in this one. And I like that he got all that character development, because people pretty much, out of all the creatures and all the people featured in the first two Hellraisers, Pinhead is the one who stood out. So this one, I feel Pinhead gets more of a character upon him, and I think this is also the film where they actually credited Doug Bradley as Pinhead. But Doug Bradley, he did a great performance playing Pinhead and Elliot Spencer in this third film. I also liked the character Joey, played by Paula Marshall. Paula Marshall. No, hang on, no, that's not Paula Marshall. Paula Marshall's the former love interest of Monroe. Terry Farrell. I thought she did great as Joey in this, who was the new final girl of this film, because Ashley Lawrence did return as Kirsty Cotton, but only in cameo form on a video tape. I thought she was good in this, badass and fighting. I also like the character of Terry, played by Paula Marshall, who sadly got converted into a Cenobite along with her former love interest Monroe, who was a who was a bit of a dick and a womanizer, and in the end he got converted into a Cenobite as well. In this we see Pinhead make a new army of Cenobites, including one of Joey's cameraman, who became the camera head Cenobite, Dan Fisher. Yeah. And we even got a DJ Cenobite with discs all over his head. I thought that was kind of creative, and yeah. I just thought this one we had a lot more good cinematography. This was in the 90s as well, so the franchise didn't make another film for at least another 4 years after the second film. But this is also like a new chapter as well, a new story in this one. But to get why Pinhead's in a pillar and everything, you should probably watch the first two. But yeah, this one was produced by Clive Barker. He didn't write or direct this time. He merely, was a producer in this one. And this one was in New York, so it went stateside in this one. And Pinhead was just all evil and everything. The production value probably was a lot more improved. The effects and everything were good. I thought were a lot better. And Pinhead, I've said enough about Pinhead, he was just great. They had other Cenobites in this that were too as cool looking, and I like the scene where she's running with the puzzle box and the other Cenobites are chasing her. That scene even plays out in the video from Motorhead, which I think looks quite cool. That is a cool song for that film. So yeah, anything to dislike? I guess it was a bit of a slow opening, but it soon picked up. The only original cast member that fully returned was Doug Bradley as Pinhead, but I also like that we got to delve into a bit more of Captain Spencer's time in the First World War, and and him actually being his own entity from Pinhead. Yeah, so Doug Bradley got to not have his makeup on even more in this one, because in the second film he wasn't in makeup for too long, but this one he got to be, have a human-like appearance in this one. But is this as good as the first two? It's probably not as good, but it was probably the last decent Hellraiser film until the franchise started to just get made for the sake of it. But this was the last decent one, I would say, in the series. So, Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. What am I going to rate this one? I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good one. Not as powerful as the first two, but still, an enjoyable film and a great sequel. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. You know what? This gets 4.5 machetes out of 5. 4.5 machetes out of 5 for Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. So, that has been my revolting review on Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. Have you seen this one? Let me know down in the comments below what you think to it. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Please share with your friends, and please feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Ross, and this has been a revolting review on Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. So, until next time, don't have nightmares.